Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric and Barry from Moss Pond, and we've got another 5 guns video for you. And we found that these videos are quite popular, and we like that fact that people enjoy them. And we were thinking of what would be like 5 ideal 22s. Like if you had to choose a range of 5 to pick from, or if you could only pick 5 total, what would we choose? And just based on some research and what I've come to know and like for years in terms of 22s, we got a few laid out here and a new one to show you. But we're going to start with what would probably be my favorite, and I'm sure Barry can agree.
Oh yes. And
that's the good old Ruger 1022. And of course you'll be seeing close-ups of these as I'm talking. One thing I like about the Ruger 1022 is that you got a nice semi-automatic. They're very reliable. They're extremely accurate for what they are. You have the BX 25 round magazines. You can get 50 round teardrop drums for them. They come in a variety of different styles. There's all kind of different aftermarket parts, scopes you can get for them, stocks. I don't have to toot the Ruger 1022 horn that much. I mean, you guys know that we're a big fan of this rifle, and justifiably so. So right off the bat, I can say that if I could only have one, it would be a Ruger 1022. Now, moving down the line, if you don't want to go with a magazine fed, I think a Marlin Model 60 is a really difficult gun to beat overall. This particular one's an all-weather. It's got the real neat looking stock. These are great guns. Of course, you're not going to have the flexibility of being able to use magazines like you can in the Ruger. They are very robust guns. They're well made. There's plenty of parts out there for them. Aftermarket accessories, not so much. There's going to be a few things out there, here and there. Generally across the board, though, if you're looking for a gun that's more for customization, you'd look more at the Ruger than you would the Marlin. But as a good out-of-the-box option with not a whole lot of BS hanging off of it, this is a great gun for just everyday stuff. Barry, why don't you show them the pistol there?
Well, we've got a Ruger pistol here, which is a standard auto. It's a new model that they've come out with. It's already threaded for your can right here. It's got a Picatinny rail on top. It's a heavy barrel. It's a heavy little beast, but it holds real steady. This gun with a can on it will be ideal handgun for survival. And I've been shooting these guns for years and years and years in the standard auto, and I've never seen one that wouldn't eat any 22 you put in it.
That's right.
These are very reliable. They're not finicky. They're not picky.
Magazines are reasonably priced.
Right. Magazines are reasonably priced.
Get her in there.
There we go. Magazines are reasonably priced. This one has hoe grips on it. This is a state-of-the-art bolt-action rifle in the 22 caliber CZ 452. It is an ideal setup. It's balanced. It's got a nice walnut stock. This is state-of-the-art right here if you want a bolt-action gun.
CZ also makes a model that is a little bit more full-stock profile that has some real nice iron sights on it, basically like a little mini Mauser.
Yeah.
That particular one, if I was only going to have one CZ rifle, that would probably be the one. It's got a longer barrel, and the overall profile of it is more European style. But this gun, again, with a nice light 4-power scope, this is a very smooth and accurate little gun. In the world of bolt-action 22s, I would definitely look strongly at the CZ. The Marlin Model 25s are excellent guns too, but if I were going to go that route, I'd probably go with like a 22 Magnum.
Right.
We may do a 22 Magnum video in the future.
Well, I'd like to add that several customers this week, for some reason, have been requesting this. They make a rifle called a CZ Trainer. It's a military trainer, and we've got 2 of those coming, and we're going to be showing you one of those in a few days.
Absolutely. Now, this is a rifle here that has really set the rimfire world on fire, and that's the Savage Mark II. This is basically a tactical inspired type rifle with the tactical target style stock. It's got the extended tactical style bolt handle, which makes acquisition a lot easier in the chrome when you're working it. It's just a great little setup. They're very accurate. They have fluted heavy barrels that are threaded for suppressor already. And this gun generally across the board is just a very accurate little get-up. I mean, they're just real comfortable to shoot.
Well, the thing about it too, it simulates that when you pick that up, if you were blindfolded, you think you had a .308 tactical rifle in your hand.
That's right.
It's pretty heavy. Its stock is made the same way.
That's right.
You got your twin setup up here with your swivels.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
This is a great setup, and this is a gun that eventually I plan on picking up a couple of them. They're just wonderful, wonderful guns. And again, my reason for this is if you're running a suppressor, like I do in a lot of cases, this is a nice thing to be able to suppress, very quiet. Again, with the pistol, excellent companion to go with this rifle. You have two threaded guns that you can use. Now, generally across the board, those are our 5 picks. Now we want to show something new. This is an MP44 copy in 22 LR, and this is actually made by the GSG company. They're imported by American Tactical. The neat thing about this particular gun is that it weighs the same as a real MP44. It has a big boy feel to it. It's got all of the controls on it are very nice. They went through a lot of careful detail to make this gun. I'm very impressed with the build quality on it. I have not had a chance to take one of these out and really wear it out and try it out, but that may change soon. I think if you're going to have different 22s floating around, now granted, these fall into the extremely practical realm, the ones we just talked about. But if you want something that's just plain badass, you all know that the MP44s are probably among the hardest German surplus firearms to get a hold of. I mean, of course, they're all on the open full auto market. Transferable MP44s are extremely expensive. I mean, we're talking between $20,000 and $25,000 for a transferable one. And then, of course, the original caliber, extremely expensive to shoot. So this gun, being in a 22 LR, it's a really cool head turner at the range. It's something that's just awesome to take out and plink with. And it can really give you that big boy feel without spending a ton of money.
Right.
Now there are semi-auto copies of this gun out there now that shoot 7.62 by 39, but in my opinion, you're kind of losing the charm there. This gun, if you're going to lose the charm, at least shoot cheap.
And they're very expensive.
They are very expensive.
Very expensive.
That's right, even the semi-autos.
When a Hornady is loading the 7.62 Kurz round, we've got it in stock for anybody that has a Sturmgewehr, need an ammo for it.
That's right.
But that gun replicates the actual gun.
It does. It's very close. So we hope that you all have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you gleaned some info, learned a little bit of something. If you didn't know about 22s, or if you're on the fence about what type of 22 to buy, maybe this pointed you in the right direction. These are the 5 that we would definitely pick overall. And you guys have a good one.
All right now, y'all come back and see us.
Yeah.